Okay. I see video on my end. I see audio on my end. So if anybody out there is tuned in, let us know if you can hear and see us. And we're going to get going here. So I am here with Sarah. She's off screen at the moment. We are experimenting with technology. And all right, see, we got some viewers. That's a good sign. Okay, for those of you who do not know me, I am Alyssa Yeager of Rhiannon's Lark, and I'm going to do some serious and some silly stuff for you tonight, but I thought I would kick off with one that I like to start with. Yes, see and hear. Yes, thank you guys. I'm going to start with one that I like to start with a lot because I call it the gateway song to me because it's about a gateway game called Settlers of Catan. I started out with a plan to build a monopoly. I've got the best numbers, they're sure to be rolled, and soon I'll have all I need. I left very little to luck. I prefer to rely on strategy. 2 roads away and a settlement, and the sheep port's all for me. But I've been double-crossed, hung out to dry. You've stolen my sheep port, though you have no sheep. I am left to cry. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood. I don't understand. Was it just for spite? Now you're in just as much of a bind as I. We're both out of luck. Can't turn back time. Now you're the proud owner of an empty port. I am left to cry. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood. I'm a third of the way to a development card. That's a long, long way from winning. I just can't find a good way out. I've got sheep for wood, I'll trade you 2 for 1. All right, 5 for 3. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood. All right, seeing some familiar names out there. I'd love to say faces, but that's going to be a little bit for that. So what we're going to do tonight is trade off. I'm going to do 3 songs. Sarah's going to do 3 songs. Back to me, back to Sarah. So we will keep you entertained for a bit here. Valerie, I do not need cat hair. We have a fair bit of that ourselves in the house, along with some bunny hair and guinea pig hair for good measure. All right, I'm going to slow it down a little bit with this next one. So this is a very serious tale about a tiny kraken All right, I'm experimenting with a new harmony and effects pedal tonight, so you're going to hear it now. Tiny Kraken, you are so adorable, makes me want to sigh and coo. Baby Kraken, safe under the water, how could anyone fear you? Little Kraken, exploring your tide pool, your first teeth have just come in. Toddler Kraken, wondering how the world works, you're just learning how to swim. Oh, but the world makes assumptions. When you've got a big head and tentacles. If you're not the hero, then you must be the villain. And you're just not quite hero stuff. Gangly Kraken, awkward with the other fish, fitting in is hard to do. Adolescent Kraken, dragging quite a stench around, everyone makes fun of you. Oh, but the world makes assumptions. When you've got a big head and tentacles. If you're not the hero, then you must be the villain. And you're just not quite hero stuff. Full-grown Kraken, now it's time to prove yourself. You know what they all expect. Adult Kraken, chaos follows in your wake. Men and ships alike all wrecked. Oh, when the world makes assumptions. You know they deserve what they get. You couldn't be the hero, and so you'll be the villain. You'll be the greatest villain yet. Decades of despair all across the seas. 20,000 leagues saw the Lord of the Rings. Stout men's hearts will slacken when they hear, release the Kraken! You'll be the greatest villain yet. Overweight Kraken, lounging in the watery depths, reflecting on your reign of terror. Geriatric Kraken, ready for your quiet years, put to rest the world's great error. Oh, when the world makes assumptions. You know they deserve what they get. You couldn't be the hero, and so you were the villain. You were the greatest villain yet. I love seeing the little icons and emojis that people find to go with the songs. Waves and krakens and sheep, I love it. So a couple years ago, when in-person conventions were still a thing, I met the PDX Broadsides down at Dragon Con in Atlanta. And we jammed together in the hotel lobby at like 2 in the morning, and we were all probably drunk, and it was a good time. And then when they came out east on their tour last fall, I got to join them in Brooklyn, as well as Sarah Donner joined them as well. And that was the first time that we met and got to hear each other play, so that was a good time. And now that we're all stuck, thought it might be fun to provide a concert for you guys together. I think our styles mesh pretty well. And I remember at that concert that Sarah and the PDX Broadsides both shared songs about mental stress, anxiety, depression, things like that. And I was thinking, the one song that I had written about that topic wasn't something that I could perform live yet because I do it on keyboard and I don't usually bring that with me. But I wrote a song in the fall following that for the OVFF Iron Filker competition, which is you show up at the con on Friday, they give you the topic, you write a song and you perform it on Sunday, and somebody wins. And that was me. And this is the song that I wrote for the topic Lost in Translation. It's about social anxiety. I meant to say I like you, but I just hid my eyes. I meant to introduce myself, but my God, what would that imply? So I'll just sit here quietly and somehow hope you guess all the things that I can't say. My social graces are a mess, and all my good intentions are just lost in translation. We're speaking the same language, but my message goes astray. My social anxiety comes across as impropriety. I only hope my muddled cues don't chase you away. If you like a puzzle, try me on for size. Hours of decoding fun are yours. I'm quite a prize. The smallest nod my great esteem, while wide eyes hold my pain. When I run and hide, you'll know you've captivated me again. 'Cause all my good intentions are just lost in translation. We're speaking the same language, but my message goes astray. My social anxiety comes across as impropriety. I only hope my muddled cues don't chase you away. In time you'll find you hear the words that never leave my lips. My feelings like the sun, still there despite a full eclipse. You'll need a bit of patience, don't judge me by today. Perhaps a few years down the road, I won't have to say that all my good intentions are just lost in translation. We're speaking the same language, but my message goes astray. My social anxiety comes across as impropriety. I only hope my muddled cues don't chase you away. 'Cause all my good intentions are just lost in translation. We're speaking the same language, but my message goes astray. My social anxiety comes across as impropriety. But if you get it, you might make a new friend today. Yeah, if you get it, you might make a new friend today. All right, so I think those 3 songs provide a pretty good snapshot of the type of stuff I do. I am going to, didn't give you permission to write a song about me. Sorry, it's about me too. I'm gonna set it up so Sarah can entertain you for a bit, and I'll be back in a few songs. All right, give me just a minute to swap us over here. We are going to Ta-da. And are you able to unmute yourself, Sarah, or do you want me to do it?
I did it myself. I unmuted myself. Yes? Everyone good? Okay.
You're good to go.
Got it. All right. Yay. Thank you for having me. Yeah, we met in Brooklyn, and that way station just got shut down. Like, it's like the only place in New York City that I could call home, and yeah, they are no more. So I think that was the last show we played. So memories are fond of that place. All right, I'm gonna play a song called Royal Blue. Covered in the signs of myself, searching for the day in June. Hearing ring of bell that haunts me, another hour I push through. My mouth got very confused there. I did not have a stroke. Sorry. Covered in the signs of myself, feeling farther from a day in June. Hear the ringing of the bell that haunts me, another hour I with you. Oh, and I'm with you. In the water where the bridge is sinking, where the city get the best of me. Stick together like the bonds that made us. We are brighter than the brightest sea, and I'm with you. Oh, and I'm a royal blue. Are you chasing gods you'll never find? When I love you, when I'm on your side, when you don't believe it. Ooh, and it's never gonna be just perfect, and you'll never be satisfied. But a wandering heart feels more than one that stays inside. Oh, I'm with you, and I'm royal blue. Are you chasing gods you'll never find? When I love you, when I'm on your side, every color, every spot, side has its order, has its space to shine, shine. Shine. Are you chasing gods you'll never find? When I love you, when I'm on your side, every color, every spot, stripe has its order, has its space to shine, shine. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm with you, and I'm royal blue. That is royal blue. Yeah, we have Rhiannon's Lark and I have this happened in street. I mean, not my street that I live on, but just parallel. This where things So apologies for noises, but it's delightful outside, so it is good for a show outside. La, 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 la. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Rhiannon's Lark and I both have songs about Catan. I'm not gonna play it yet, but yeah, it was a pretty remarkable show back in the day when there were shows, and like all three bands had like a song about a game and like a scientist, and it was fantastic. It was a lovely evening. So this is one of those songs about games. Friday night, sitting at the table, all your friends with facial hair are here. They got dice that are so expensive, like really expensive. Who spends that much on dice? You invite me to your party, so I have to go. Suddenly, I have to fold laundry, 'cause I won't play Dungeons and Dragons. It's not gonna happen, not tonight. It looks hard, like you gotta do math and use your imagination. I don't get why you sit for hours on a game that no one wins in the end. And you set up a guy named Dave behind a cardboard wall, and you call him DM. Games are work when they are demanding. Can't we just play Settlers of Catan? 'Cause I won't play Dungeons and Dragons. It's not gonna happen, not tonight. It looks hard, like you gotta do math. Use your imagination. Maybe it's me and my commitment issues. I'll disappoint you. Maybe it's me and fear of confrontation. When every die you roll turns into a floating disc and basilisk, feather fall, prismatic wall, manticore, minotaur, nightmare, owl bear, paladin, barbarian, cleric, priest, unholy beast, dragonborn, valhalla, horn, hail of thorns, and unicorns. Can I get an amen? I won't play Dungeons and Dragons. It's not gonna happen, not tonight. It looks hard, like you gotta do math. Use your imagination. I won't play Dungeons and Dragons. It's not gonna happen, not tonight. It looks hard, like you gotta do math and use your imagination. Man, yeah, games that use your imagination. What the heck? What's that about? At the end of the day, I just want to play checkers. That's not true. All right, so today's a lovely day here in New Bedford, Massachusetts. We live down by the water. We live down by the water. We're a fishing city and all this lovely. It smells like dead fish, basically, a couple times a week. Just without the whole city, it's like a beautiful bubble of salty sea air. So I wrote this about home when I was far away from it in New Jersey. be stronger than all this fear mongering. But it's more fun to be scared than tied down. That which denies us can also unite us. But irony went out of style and out of this town. Out of this town, out of this town, out of this town, this town, this town. I get distracted and can't be proactive with scuppers and sails in my periphery. But I will eat better before I eat butter and season my co-op with salt from the sea. Salt from the sea, salt from the sea, salt from the sea, the sea, the sea, the sea. And I'm fairly certain I'm more than what I hear, but I haven't heard if it's here or if it's there. And if someone asked me, I'd be all they want. I'll wait for you in the parking lot. I'll wait for you in the car. Hey, whoa. Well, I know the ocean, it's where I came from. Home is the smell of the sea at low tide. Once there were whalers, well now there are sailors, and we all have ghosts in the back of our mind, back of our mind, back of our mind, back of our mind, our mind, our mind. Who will I marry, and who will carry me into the ground and out of this life? Scatter me over the mouth of the river, let me dissolve like the stars in tonight. Stars in tonight, stars in tonight, stars in tonight, tonight, tonight. And I won't be the lily maid who drifted off the shore, lay down in her boat and was heard from no more. Hurricanes will drown me before heartbreak does. Tape up the pains of love, wait for the rains to come. Tape up the pains of love, wait for the rains to come. Ooh, and I'm fairly certain I'm more than what I hear, but I haven't heard if it's here or if it's there. And if someone asked me, I'd be all they want. I'll wait for you in the parking lot. I'll wait for you in the car. There's my 3 songs, and I'm handing this back over to Rhiannon's Lark. Technology is being done right now. I can feel it. I can feel it in the air.
All right, we're going to swap the videos. And if you want to mute yourself, then I think
There you go. I hear you.
Good. I am very excited that this is working because it's the first time I've tried to do a duo show like this, and definitely forcing me out of my comfort zone, the pandemic, doing all the whole online thing. So, all right. What is that? I'm not sure if that's coming from me or coming from you, Sarah. I think that's your party street.
This is my party street.
I think it is.
I will mute my apologies.
So the first 2 songs that Sarah played are a couple of my favorites of hers because I have The Mess We Make on rotation in my car. And the Dungeons & Dragons song. I will admit I do play Dungeons & Dragons, and I am currently playing a barbarian character. And I got my GM to agree that for every person who signs up for my Rhiannon's Lark email list, I get a percentage, a small percentage, of a charisma point. So if I get enough people to sign up for my email list, I am going to have a super charismatic barbarian, which means I'm going to be a skald, which is going to be awesome. So if you feel like helping me out with that, you can go to singinglark.com, and there's a big purple box that you can put your email into, and you also get 7 free songs, so yay, bonus. All right, I am going to do a song that I wrote a couple months ago, early on in the pandemic, and it's called See Your Face. All my friends are online, can't talk to them in real life. stripped of all our senses, can't touch in Facebook message. Think I lost my empathy, it's cut off by technology. Just let me see your smile, it'll keep me calm for a while in this new reality. The city is a ghost town, everyone's in lockdown. I look for reassurance to know I can endure this. Think I lost my empathy, it's buried in anxiety. Just let me see your smile, it'll keep me calm for a while in this new reality. I took for granted a night out with friends. Now I wonder when I'll see them again. All of the road trips and gatherings are canceled. We'll see what the future brings. And I just want to see your face. We'll pretend we're here in the same place. We'll share our strength and our fear. I'll know you're there, you'll know I'm here. And I just want to see your face. And I just want to see your face. And I just want to see your face. You are not too late. You are just in time for the second half of the show, which means 3 songs from me and 3 more songs from Sarah. All right, I'm going to ask you guys' opinion. I know it's going to take a minute to get responses. So the next song that I do you want it to be about Game of Thrones or about spiders? Talk amongst yourselves. And while you do that, I'm going to give you my little self-promo spiel. So I had 100 shows booked going into this year, and I've canceled about 70 of them so far and expect to cancel another 15 to 20 of them. So good times. When I am not at conventions and festivals doing my original stuff, I do 50s and 60s music at nursing homes and assisted living facilities. So those are obviously not a prime place to be playing right now, and I can't see them being safe to play anytime soon, at least until we have a vaccine or some good treatment for what's happening right now. So yes, so I am promoting my Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Rhiannon's Lark, and trying to build a little bit more community there so that I have people who want to hear my music and can give me feedback and opinions and enjoy what I'm putting out there. So the last 3 songs that I put out, just to give you an idea, were about standing together against racism, exploring the nomadic lifestyle, and cookies. So a little bit of everything. So yeah, I've got a lot of bonuses going on this month for backers, including lots of extra free albums if you are interested in checking that out. Okay, I'm looking at the opinions. I see spiders, Game of Thrones, either one, spiders, and slightly towards spiders. All right. Sorry, Mom. Spiders have won the day. This is kind of an outlier in my songs, but this is about a fable that doesn't actually exist except in my world. It is called The Wishing Tub, and the wishing tub is a tub that you can make a wish on, and it will come true no matter what the wish is. However, a spider or spiders commensurate with the size of the wish will emerge from the wishing tub. So, literally, be careful what you wish for. Make a wish, little boy, for a bright, shiny toy. Wish for candy, too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a tiny tiny spider too. Make a wish, little girl, for a sweet pink pearl. Wish for a kitty cat too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a small spider too. The wishing tub, it's fun and it's scary. Darkness falls upon the world with each wish from the wishing tub. Make a wish, young man, for a tricky plan. Wish for laughter too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come an average spider too. Make a wish, young lady, for a boyfriend Brady. Wish for good grades too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a large spider too. The wishing tub, it's powerful and strange. Darkness falls upon the world with each wish from the wishing tub. Make a wish, good sir, for a personal chauffeur. Wish for a mansion too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a huge spider too. Make a wish, mistress, for a growing business. Wish for fame too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a giant spider too. The wishing tub, it's wonderful and vile. Darkness falls upon the world with each wish from the wishing tub. Make a wish, everyone, for an ending fun. Wish for world peace too. And on the day that your wish comes true, there'll come a massive spider too. The wishing tub, it's magic and it's death. Darkness falls upon the world with each wish from the wishing tub. There's my random outlier song. And now for one of my classics. This is a parody. I think you'll recognize the original. It's an epic tale that deserved an epic melody. And it is about the very first time that I played Dungeons & Dragons back in high school. And it's not about my character. It's a Bible character there was. And his name is Job, the armored donkey. I will tell you about him. The legend lives on, though the years past are long, since my very first time campaigning. A party of 4, we were ready for war, though 3 of us had 0 training. My character's build was a strange mix of skills. She could move silently and cast glamours. I'd never have bet that her strongest asset was her penchant for making great armor. A pack mule we sought for the gear we had bought, and we soon found one that was quite hardy. Then in my spare time I mastered a design of a lizard scale mail for the donkey. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. Our first mission in, there's a river to swim, and we fret over whether Job will sink. His light lizard mail lets him ford it quite well, but he brays as he reaches the far bank. He's seen a bright flash from the depths, and we dash back into the river to search it. We come up with golden treasure unforetold. Job's keen eye has made this trip worth it. Oh, we're rich thanks to Job the donkey. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. It's not long at all till we're caught in a squall, and we have to make camp in the open. We awake in the night, 50 orcs we must fight, and Job's hobble we see has been broken. The orcs come en masse, 10 to each one of us. Their arrows will take us life and limb. Job gallops the line, catching each one in time, and their bolts just shatter against him. Oh, we're alive thanks to Job the donkey. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. My friends, you can laugh. I too thought it a gaffe. I mean, who makes a donkey wear scale mail? Yet time and again, he's been more than a friend. Our adventures sans Job would surely fail. He saved all our lives about 34 times and made us obscenely wealthy. We're fame across the land thanks to him and our band, and we count him as one of the family. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. Oh, it's Job the armored donkey. All right, so that is it for me tonight. I am about to pass it back over to Sarah. I was thinking earlier, one of the great things about doing joint concerts is regardless of how many people show up for the audience, you get to listen to another great musician, which is great for me. So thank you guys for showing up tonight and joining us for a little bit of music and keeping each other sane during the pandemic. I am going to post those links one more time when Sarah gets going, so that if you want to find our music, you can do that. All of my music streams for free at Rhiannon's Lark or singinglark.com, easier to spell. And I'm going to post the link for Sarah's Bandcamp as well. That's it for me. All right.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, and you are pinned and you are ready to go.
Am I ready? Am I ready to go? Okay. Thank you, Rhiannon. Okay. This is like the end. No pressure. No pressure, Sarah. All right. Oh, there was a question about the donkey. If you can answer that, you have the stuffed donkey.
I do. I didn't see the question.
No. I have the question.
Oh, what's the question?
No, I wanted to know, like, how long have you had that little stuffed donkey?
Oh,
Did the stuffed donkey come before? I assume it came after the song.
it came after. I had a drawing of the donkey from back in high school when the character was created. But the stuffed donkey my husband got for me, he was the GM. We were friends back in high school. He was the GM of that game. And
is that a
20
story
years
right
later,
there?
we started dating. So yes, he was going to have it barded for me, but I happened to have some chainmail lying around, so I threw it together.
Like you do. Awesome. Yes. Okay. I just needed to clarify some of that and ask about Job and make sure. I would just want to make sure that chainmail was like sustainably harvested. Yeah. This is called Black Hole Heart. On the horizon, where you could fall in time, slows down. Here in this cold space, you are a warm face I'll take down. I'm the one you cannot see. I show my love with gravity. And you keep falling faster into this infinite disaster. It's a happy ever after that defies space-time. Inside my singularity, I'll hold you for eternity and tear you apart with my black whole heart. Once I could shine bright, I lit your dark sky. I shone down. But even stars die, swallowing the light. We all fall down. Supernova, it's all over. I'll destroy your Casanova. And you keep falling faster into this infinite disaster. It's a happy ever after that defies space-time. Inside my singularity, I'll hold you for eternity and tear you apart with my black hole heart. My validation, my radiation, I can't keep down. I will take you to extremes, to lengths that you have never seen. And you keep falling faster to this infinite disaster. It's a happy ever after that defies space-time. Inside my singularity, I'll hold you for eternity and tear you apart with my black hole heart. Yes. Oh, thank you. That is that's a fun one. I always like to see how fast I can get it at the end of there. 'Cause I feel like it's the black hole sucking you in. Chomp. All right. Since we've all written songs in these pandemic times, and this is my pandemic song. reason. Ah. Something like that. Anyways, pandemic song called Scream at the Sky. Almost. Now it's going there. I blame the hot tub behind me and all this humidity. It's so steamy. It was very warm today, and that is what's going on right now. Okay. Yeah, it's better. You're coming undone, fear in your lungs. Where did the sun go? It's April and you need to run. All stuck inside, losing your mind. You have a child, though, and there's not enough wine. I'd be by your side. Till then, you can just scream at the sky. Thank God for machines, your favorite streams. I lost the routine now, and I'm wasted on dreams. If you could you give me your hand? This life is just not what I planned. If I could be by your side, till then we can just scream at the sky. Here's to the heroes, the frontliners, cleaning up the mess of a president, the unprecedented fuck-ups. All this blood on their hands, and they don't give a damn. Back to your room, back to your school. All of the rules are lost, like yesterday's news. You could you give me your hand? This life is just not what I planned. And if I could, I'd be by your side. Till then, we can just scream at the sky. Yay! Scream at the sky. All right, but we'll end on a high note there. Thank you again, Rhiannon, for having me. My name is Sarah Donner. Stuff is all on. My name is Sarah Donner. Sarah Donner party at Instagram and Sarah Donner on the Facebooks and the things. There's a me, Sarah Donner, and then there's one that lives in Berkeley. You just know that I'm not the one that lives in Berkeley, who had a really, really like swanky wedding. That was not the Sarah Donner that I am. But yeah.
What about the ballet dancer in Florida?
I am not the ballerina in Florida either. Sorry, there's Peanut Gallery over here.
What about
This
the
is
Viz Arts?
there he is.
In,
Just in case you're wondering.
California, there's like someone who works at Viz Arts.
There's a second Peanut Gallery here. Shout out to the Peanut Galleries. Get it? Peanut. All right. It's called Signal. Thank you again for having me. Have a lovely weekend. Don't touch touch anybody. You woke up broken and beat, asking what to believe. It's your life, it's your discovery. Ooh. Mm-hmm. When you get in too deep, send out a signal to me. 'Cause we came from the same one, the sea. The salt inside our blood runs through the veins in you and in me. Take a stand and take your hand, God knows I am not that fearless, no. I am strong inside a song, but I could never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 13 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream. The glass between you weren't afraid to smash it down and break out. Some people sit on the beach, waiting for the tide to wash up things out of reach. But treasures hidden, beauty's age, hope floats and love doesn't sink. So make your move and hold to the ones who'll free. You'll succeed. Take a stand and take your hand. God knows I am not that fearless. No, I am strong inside a song, but I could never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 13 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream. Glass between we weren't afraid to smash it down and break out. I know the feeling, everyone else winning. Beginnings are so far away. Take a sip, take your hand, God knows I am not that fearless, no. I am strong inside a song, but I could never live up to lyrics. So remember when I was 13 and we dreamed everything was so romantic, and you know how to make me scream. The glass between you weren't afraid to smash it down, break out, break out. Break out. Ooh. Break out. That's it. That's what I got for you. Thank you for having me.